Tonight we're going to talk about this knife here, something I thought I talked about a while back, but I never did. So let's get into this.
Please hold.
It's my pleasure to present Jimislash.
Okay, so this is the Benchmade SOCP folder. Check that out. There's a good cover shot right there. This right here, stabbing yourself or cutting yourself while shaving your thumb makes you look like a dodo. I was gonna say Momo, but a dodo will work. Okay, so just right off the bat, if you don't want to watch the rest of this video, I love this knife. This is such a fantastic knife. I didn't like the fact, but I love this knife. I think the fact was a little too thin. Got this knife in hand. Now I got this knife back in October, and for some reason in my brain I already had done this review, but I didn't, and I ended up giving it away to a buddy of mine. So let me check it out here. Let's just check this out together. Check this out. This is 4.5 inches. 4.5 inches of D2. Now it's coated D2, so you got to worry about it rusting up on you. Here's the truth of the matter. I got this thing in. It was from a second-hand buyer, but he said he'd never used it, so it was like new in box condition. The blade was not that sharp, and I think Benchmade, a lot of you guys that are into Benchmades are noticing that sometimes their factory blades are not super sharp. So I just stuck it on that Work Sharp precision adjustable sharpener, the kind of like the KME one, and just got it to where it, well, I'll tell you right now, it's shaving the belly hairs. And the other one was really, it was like sharp enough for somebody that didn't use knives or didn't know knives very well, but I was having to, it was like not a struggle, but I would get through one thing of 550 cord. So it was just kind of that sharp. But now it's super sharp. Check it out. Greg Thompson, I guess that's the designer. The SOCP logo. Benchmade butterfly over there. Make sure we don't miss anything. Now, one of the guys that was messing with this knife when I first got it was telling me that these are to help you like adjust, you know, your handles and holds on this thing. I'm not that good at knives, so I don't know how well. Now I did try to use this thing as kind of a, in the way that I would use it for self-defense. I'm not a great knife fighter or anything, but my main deal is to just get this and kind of use it as an extension of my jab or a slice kind of thing. And this thing didn't really work. I mean, it would work as a jab, but as far as slicing, I'd rather have a little hook on the blade. But I think the good stabber right there, if you got into a convoy of hobos, I think that's what a group of hobos is called, a convoy, kind of like a pride of lions, a convoy of hobos. I'll have to check that out, but I'll Google that later. Yeah, so it was definitely a great stabber. I mean, I've been using it to, I know, cut vegetables and stuff, cut garlic and onions with it. It worked great in the kitchen this week. And of course, it's got that axis lock. Axis lock, maybe my third favorite lock after the Triad and the Deadbolt. This thing is really secure, and the thing is, it's so easy to activate that lock that a lot of people don't realize how truly secure that thing is. You got partially open construction here, so if you do get into some kind of messiness, check that out. You can see through there. They even, you know, got the inside milled out here. These steel liners here. Are those steel liners? I don't know. I want to check that out. Let me taste that. Yep, that's steel. So it's steel liners, but they milled them out. This thing is really well balanced. I mean, let's see where the balance point on this thing is. Feels like right there. So you're gonna grab it here. Just super balanced. It's a big, long knife, but it kind of reminds me of the Cold Steel Frenzy in that it doesn't feel like this size of knife as far as 4.5 inches of blade. So it's really, really amazing. Super grippy scales here. Not going to slip out. Whatever you're doing with this thing is in your hand as long as you want it in your hand. And it's got that G10 backspacer there. Excellent lanyard hole, as you can tell. If you want to get back here, just extend your grip, man. This thing would just be a whacking craziness right there. So let's see what else we got. It's got the glass breaker, forehead dot maker right there. That will do a little bit of damage if, you know, you got it to get into some glass or whoop some booty. So it's there for that too. And let's see what else we got. Let's check out the clip on this thing and see if it's good or horrible or what we're looking at here. So we got the almost unused boogie rag here. Check this out. I think it's going to go in good. What do you think? I think because of this ramp here, it's going to go in nicely. Oh yeah, see, it goes in nicely. Oh, it kind of fell out there, so don't do any upside down jumping jacks, cartwheels. That's pretty good. That's a good hold. So you can pull this out. It's not going to fall out of your thing unless you're just hauling booty through the jungle, John Fogerty style. You should be okay. All right, let's check the weight on this thing just to make sure how heavy this thing is. All right, let's get to the right thing. It is, so right around probably 4.05 ounces with the throw there. So just over 4 ounces. For a knife that's that big is not bad at all. So that's awesome. It's well balanced in your hand. It feels good. Even with my giant paws here, it feels really nice. Let's go to Europe here for my European friends. 116 grams is hardly anything, especially for something that ginormous. All right, let's see if I got anything we can compare it to that makes sense to us. Anything? All right, here's something kind of makes sense. There's the Formax Scout. See? I mean, it's not obviously not as thick, but it's still got that kind of length thing working there. So you kind of see the size of knife you're getting, but of course this thing carries so much better. The Formax Scout is just a monster in your pocket. Now it's going to do some crazy stuff that the other one, like go through a brick, sort of. But you don't want to do that with your knife. This is a super useful knife. I got a really good deal on it, and I was super happy to get another one. I've been wanting to get another one, and everything was just really expensive on these things. They were in the $170 range, and I managed to snag a really good deal. And so I just jumped right on it, and then I saw another really good deal, and I jumped on that one too. So I might end up selling that one. Send me an email if you're interested in a really good deal on that. Let me see what else. So we got length. The overall length is really long here. What are we looking at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 inches. That's a 10-inch knife. Is that right? Let me put it over here. Yeah, right at 10 inches. Pull that out. That's 10 inches of knife. That's awesome. That's pretty cool. Especially for just over 4 ounces. You're not going to beat that. And the thumb plate deployment. Sometimes thumb plates are hard to find on knives, especially like a thinner knife where you can't really get into that thing. But right here is perfect. If you have your hand right here, this thing is easy to find. Just blam. It just makes sense right there. You don't have to go looking for it. And of course, the action on this thing is just drop shut on that. So overall, I would say yes. If you like a little bit longer knife, if you're in love with the Frenzy or something like that, and you want to maybe check out a Benchmade, this is a great way to go. This knife is well worth the money, especially if you can find one on the secondary market, like in that $135 range. Jump on that thing. That thing is awesome. You're not going to be disappointed with this knife. I have a friend, the guy I gave it to, he didn't really care for these type of stabby type knives, and he loves his. So this is a great knife. I give my thumbs up. Definitely recommend this thing. Let's see what else we got here. Let me comment down below. Have you tried this thing? Is this something you'd be interested in as far as carrying? I know it seems weird. It doesn't lend itself to a lot of like normal uses. In fact, the other day I was chopping some garlic and I stabbed myself right there. You can see where I still stabbed myself. So you like want something down here, a little easier chop. So you're kind of starting your stab out here. But if you ain't a total Momo like I was, that shouldn't be a problem. And don't shave your thumbs either. So once again, let me know what you think down there. And do me a favor, like and subscribe if you're interested. And I think that's it. I'll talk to y'all later.